Welcome to this short video on creating rosters in your Shortcuts Live. As you can see, we've come to Menu and Employees and Rosters. First of all, we're going to be creating our roster types. So what types of rosters are we going to be allocating to our team? Select on Roster Activities, Roster Activities Setup. Now we have three roster types in there at the moment. Normal will be there by default. I've now created annual leave and rostered day off. I'm going to create a third roster type now, in addition to normal, which will be public holiday. So down at the bottom of the screen in the center, we select new. We're going to type in the name. And we can choose a color. So we choose a color that's different to all the other ones. So I'm going to choose a sort of goldy yellow color there. You can pop a note in if you wish to. Is this bookable? Now this is not bookable. We do not want clients being able to book in on a public holiday. Is this payable? It is payable. It's a public holiday, so I'm going to leave that there as payable. Select done. Now you can see that that's gone back and we've got a summary. So that means that that's now saved. And then you can come back down to the bottom and select new and keep adding them. If we go back to menu and then roster activities again, you'll see that it just appears here on the left-hand side. So once you've added all those, we then go to roster. So I popped in a week already. So I'm just going to go now to our second employee, employee number 1, and we're going to just enter in a couple of days just so I can show you how we do that. So you can see here that today will be the highlighted blue color. So that's fine. That's just letting you know where today is. So I'm going to go to yesterday, to the Tuesday. I just selected that cell there under employee number 1. Now the activity here is normal. I'm going to give this employee actually a day off on a Tuesday. So we just select there and we choose rostered day off. Select done. That goes in. Today will be a normal bookable shift. So we've got 10 till 5. If this employee is working a different time, you can simply come in here and just change the details. So I'm going to say 10 till 3. It's a normal day. We select on done, and then that goes in. Yep. Now, what about if the employees are working the same shifts? So I'm just going to pretend here that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, employee number 1 works exactly the same days as our live employee. So there's two ways of doing that. On the actual cells themselves, you can see we've got some dots in the top left corner of the cell and the little copy icon there as well. So to move a single cell, we can just grab hold of those dots and just move those down and then back up. And if we want to copy a single cell, we use the icon to the right, and then we can pull that over and it copies. If we need to copy more than one cell, then we go to the bottom right corner because we want to highlight a block. So I select highlights. We then just pull the mouse down for as far as we need to drag that. Then we go to our icon again, and then we can pull that over to the right-hand side. When you're finished, we select on done. Now, what about if we want to copy this roster long term? Now, please remember that you must always select a full 7-day block or a 14-day block, 21-day block. What we don't want to be doing is selecting our 5 days and then telling the Shortcuts Live to then roster that into the future, because it's just going to copy those 5 cells, which means the Tuesday, the first block, will go into the Sunday because we didn't select those days. So long as we select a full 7 days, it will then copy correctly. So to do that, we go down to copy in the bottom right corner. We choose our employee that we want to copy. The start date will be the Monday of this week. The end date will be the Sunday of this week. And then we're going to copy this until, use the calendar there to the right. I'm just going to say until just the end of the year, the 2nd of January there. Select apply. And that's now copied our roster down all the way. Cool. Nice and easy. Now what we can do is just scroll down, or we can pull the screen down, and you can see that that's copied that nice and easily.